Patreon members never fail. I was going on live by myself. What am I going to talk about? Vinny Mancini live from Winnipeg and on live from Macedonia. Mr. Positivity himself. And he got the beer there. I got my Peroni. And let me tell you guys a little story. So Peroni, right? Bottled, open up with a lighter, and I learned this in Las Vegas. Walk out of a Las Vegas little corner store, buy a pack of 6 of Heineken and a pack of cigarettes. I always remember this. It cost me like $11, right? So I walk out. I'm like, shit, I can't open up the Heineken, right? So I look at the security guard. Hey, do you have a bottle opener by any chance? He's like, no, I could tell you how to do it, but we can't do it here. This is private property. We need to go to public property. So he walks me to the sidewalk. Now you can drink your beer. Shows me with the lighter, and it's a story I've hold cherished for the rest of my life. Whenever you can open up a bottle of beer, Vinny, we got the Zerbi rumors of Fonseca. We have maybe Conte.
Van Bommel.
Who?
Van Bommel.
Van Bommel. It's Torino Milan, right? It is what it is. It's the second last game of the season. How are you feeling? Live from Winnipeg. It's at least warm in Winnipeg.
It's warm, but the weather has been chaotic for the last 3 days. We've had tornado warnings. We've had hail. We've had downpours of like monsoon rain. Right now it's raining. There's still tornado watches. It's crazy out here, man.
Winnipeg. But other than the weather, how's the Milan and you from Winnipeg? How you feeling with all this bullshit? Are you concentrated on this game? It is what it is, but let's put up these 3 points, shall we?
Yeah, I've blanked out all of the bullshit in the background right now because here's the thing. I love AC Milan. I love watching footy. So I'm here to just watch a game. Everything is done. I'm excited to watch Milan play. That's it. And I want to see a good game and have fun with it. So I hope everybody else is feeling the same way. Let's watch this team. Let's support it. And we'll see what happens, and we'll stress in the off season. But let's have fun today.
That's what it comes down to, right? Andon, how about you? Are you feeling the same way? Are you let's just watch this game. Let's put this bullshit aside because look, let's remember, Napoli can't win a game. Allegri gets fired because he's taking off his shirt, he's taking off his jacket.
I saw that live too.
You saw that live too.
I saw that live.
A lot of news going around the soccer world, but in the end, is it for you? Is it Milan Torino today? What are you concentrating on?
I mean, media at this point they're just guessing. Every other day we have a new coach. Yesterday was Fonseca. Before that, Sao. Before that, Van Bommel. Before that, Lopetegui. So every day is a new coach that we have. So in the end, they're just guessing because no information are looking from the club, which is one thing I like. Also, like they could never guess the transfers we're gonna make until they're like 90% sure. So again, there are two games left. I don't think they're gonna make anything out of respect for Pioli until the season is over. So there's no point even thinking about it until we see something official. I mean, there are a couple of interesting people that can come. Even as you saw today, the Zerbi this morning said no team is gonna make me leave Brighton. He just said that 2 hours after that he's gone from Brighton. So there's no even point. Even Milan fans overreacting over Fonseca. Guys, Liverpool put Andre fucking Slot for their manager. With Liverpool, a team that is 10 times stronger than us financially, Liverpool that has been winning titles and fighting for titles more than us, and their fans is not saying even a word. Just be patient. Just be patient. Let's see what happens. Even if they bring Fonseca, give him a little bit of time. See what happens. But there's no point even talking about that until it's official. So
until it's official, right?
Yeah, for today it's just Torino. Let's see the players that didn't play that much this season. Let's see if they can earn their place for next year.
That's it. You know,
those two games about that.
I spoke about it with Fabio last Monday, and he's going to join me this Monday. It was about, I didn't see it as a Pioli out kind of thing. I think it was the cycle is over. That's what I saw it. Live joining us from Las Vegas with Ace Rothstein from Casino with those glasses. Look at those. And you guys, you'll get that reference. Davey, are you even you? I know you're Mr. Positivity, Mr. Positivity yourself with Andon, but are you with him? Like, look, we'll just wait for official news, or are you like, let's just watch a game? Vinny Mancini, let's just watch a game today, and that's it.
Well, look what Juventus did. 2 games left, they go fire Allegri. No, I don't want the same thing. I'm on board. Just finish the season, finish strong, finish professional. Don't do these stupid things that all the other teams are doing and all this fiasco of who's coming, who's going. Conte to Napoli, Conte to Milan, Conte back to Napoli. Like, it's just a vicious cycle. Like, it doesn't make sense. No, I just want to finish out the season, especially these 2 last games. Finish strong, put all the doubters to sleep, and then that's it, and just move forward. And when it happens, it happens. Like I said, the mercato, it feels like the wrestling news. Whenever who's going to which company, who's going here, who's going there, it's like crazy. It's like literally like real life drama. So, like I said,
Love
in
it.
the end, it is. Yeah, I do. But in the end, every 2 days there's a new article coming out. This guy was seen here. This guy was seen there. Oh my God, guys! You have nothing else to write about. Write about what's happening this week in the games, and that's all. That's how I
No, it's
think
all
about
about
it.
the clickbait. It's all about the clickbait, right? That's
It
what it
is.
comes
It
down
is.
to. And you know,
And
for
as
yes, go ahead, Dave. No, go
no,
ahead.
as
Go ahead.
in terms of Fonseca, whatever this guy's name is, whatever this and that. Listen, all these other coaches that have been the guy from Porto, Fonseca, Thiago Motta, even though he's probably going to Juve and all these things, it's I don't know. It's literally right now. It's better than what we have, and we have to just wait and see. And we have to give everyone a chance. Listen, these guys are making decisions upon Milan. They're not making decisions with their heart. They're making decisions with their head. And so far, so good. They've been doing a lot of good decisions. So if whatever they decide, they see something in someone else, in a certain coach that we have no idea. Like the only one we were all unanimously against was Lopetegi. Lopetegi, I can never pronounce the name.
Lopetegui, yeah.
Lopetegui, that was just universal. Like no one wanted him, and if that's true that they actually listened to us, then good for them. And if it was just maybe it was a shot in the dark and they want to see who was gonna renounce to it, then maybe not. But other than that, we'll see what we get.
I'm like, Lopetegui, Fonseca. To me, like honestly, guys, I didn't see like what was the big difference on it, but it comes to the game at hand. I'm not sure that they have starting lineups so far. I'm sure the comments will let us know, guys. It's I know we like to complain. I know. Uh, you
We
look at
love it.
Napoli. We love it. Yeah, you look at Napoli this year. You were firing the coach 2 days before. 2 days before the end, 2 games before the end of the season. Right now, Inter looks like Oak Tree is going to take over. Zhang is not. I don't know. Like, there's so much bullshit going around, and we're concentrating on this. People want to bullshit. People want to talk about balance sheets and Husney. You gotta love Husney with the balance sheets and everything, but people took out of context Uncle Jerry's comments. I know Yusuf had posted the YouTube clip, and I had to deal with it in the Milan Club Montreal chat. Some people are fucking delusional, guys. They're fucking delusional, and I think it comes down to again people not realizing. Guys, stop thinking this is the 1990s. Do you want to go? We went through what Inter is going through right now. That if Oak Tree takes over, I'm not saying that Inter is going to be, stripped of titles, of players. Look, it's business. Vince, I don't know if you agree with me on this one. It's like, I'm like, we're complaining about this, where we should be complaining about, look, Pioli, thank you. I think it's time from what the results of this year. Again, I'm going to repeat myself for Monday. It's time for a change. It is what it is. But it's like we always need to find something to complain about.
Yeah, and I'm not complaining about this at all. I'm looking at it just in a sporting perspective. This management, and again, I'm not a professional. This is just my own personal opinion here. This management is doing things like I've seen clubs in North America doing, like baseball, and there's some connections to that, like the hockey clubs. But what I don't understand is we pretty much clinched the Champions League maybe 6 games ago. We clinched second place recently, but we pretty much had it in hand. Why didn't this team, and they probably knew Pioli was out 2-3 months before we've gotten to this point. We all have known that he's done his course, but we've all needed a change from him. And to run out this season, that's fantastic, but the change was needed. with 5 to 6 games left, I would have liked to see the new coach be in with this club right now to just be introduced to these players, start getting an understanding and a personal connection with these players. So it's not just a fresh hit when we go into the off season. So like just giving this new coach 3 to 4 games with this group, knowing that there's really nothing to play for anymore, I thought would have been beneficial for us. Now we're going into the off season with a lot of mysteries and all of this bullshit that's confusing a lot of people in this club, because the media does do damage internally, no matter what. They're not showing it. This is all bullshit that could have been resolved 5 or 6 weeks ago if this club was ahead of the game 2 or 3 months before. That's what I'm going to say. And also the difference between Inter and Milan right now with all of this financial bullshit, it's the same shit. However, they're not getting any UEFA penalties. We had to deal with fucking being excluded from competition. Where the fuck is UEFA doing anything to Inter right now? That's all I want to know.
Let's see where that's gonna come out. Andon, thank you. So Sportiello Kalulu Tomori, ciao. Am I seeing Terracciano? Andon, I think you got fake news. I think you got fake news over there. I'm not sure. Is this official, Andon?
Yep, it's official.
Terracciano is starting.
Yep.
Musa, Reindeers, Benny, Pulisic, Jovic, Okafor. Okay. Your first thoughts on this starting lineup, Andon?
I mean, more or less is what is expected. There's just a couple of things that are maybe could have been done, but I think it's still early. Maybe Zeroli starting, or maybe give chance to somebody else on the youth team. But this is probably the best rotation we could have done for this game. I mean, this is a chance for Terracciano to show if he deserves to be here. This is
okay. Why are you interrupting Andon? Why are you interrupting Andon, Davey?
This is a chance for Musa to show why he deserves to stay next season. Chance for even right. What I also like is Sportiello also starting, because in the last few games, Sportiello has shown some stability and shown that even if we happen to sell Mike, we still have a very reliable keeper in the post. So there are a lot of things that can happen this game, and I think this is probably the best thing. And we know what you're saying. The coach should have been calm. Listen, I'm the first one against Pioli. I have always been Pioli out, but I understand them keeping him till the end of the season, because Milan is not a team that disrespects people. What their mistake was not trying to get Mota, for example, like a month ago, just like Juve did. That's their mistake. But keeping Pioli till the end of the season probably was solely out of respect.
I think it is out of respect. And you know what? I always respected your opinion on him, because you're always a Pioli out guy, but you were never talked back to people that were Pioli in, or like, I'm not like, look, this is the way I feel, but you still have the respect that, look, you still have the level of respect to what Pioli did for this team in the last 5 years. It's Milan Torino. I know it's the last 2 games. This kind of rotation is happening. Let's see what next.
One more thing. I don't like what Juventus did with Allegri. I know that didn't like them, but
I think that's no choice, guys. I think that
was so disrespectful in the way they fight. He just win them the Copa. I know he has to go, but wait till the end of the season. Two games not gonna change everything. What they're trying to do is they're trying to get away from paying him severance pay that they need to pay. So that's why Milan is a lot of different than many other clubs in the world. Milan has always shown class.
If Pioli would have done the stunt that Allegri did and threatened the reporter and tell the sporting director, no, you're not allowed to come to take pictures, it's a bit different. It's not because they already decided to take him up, but that was the final 2 straws. You literally threaten a reporter live on television, and you see him going to the sporting director. No, you're not allowed to take pictures with the team. Like, come on.
He embarrassed the club.
Yeah,
he embarrassed himself in the club at the same time. He put himself.
Lab Gorilla and Nico saying like they disrespected Maldini. Yes, I get it, but
I was gonna say
I'm gonna go back. No. They're right. They're right on on some certain level, but I'm gonna go back to Stevie's exact words. that meeting went on with Maldini and Uncle Jerry, and it was whose dick is bigger. That's what it come down to. I don't know about this whole censoring interview. Seria came down and said that wasn't censored. Guys, I love you guys. Keep on commenting. That's what it's all about. The art of conversation. Um, Dave, talk to me, man. Like for you, are you feeling the same way of your fellow Patreon members, or in the end things can be worse? Looking at no, I like that Allegri was bad. You're right. Let's like, but I think they had no
Like,
choice. I think they had no choice,
listen, they
right?
were looking for the smoking gun. They were looking maybe for a reason, and they didn't want to just plain out take it out, 'cause especially after winning a cup, regardless of what cup it is. It's still a championship, and it's still a championship
Still
more
a
than
cup,
Milan,
still a cup.
and it's still a cup more than Milan. It's still a cup more than anyone else besides Inter. So you do not fire a coach that does that unless he does something really bad. And live on television, live. Listen, it's the just like we always say, the crest always comes first. Allegri put himself before the crest. He says you don't talk about the. He says he was defending the club. I understand you don't talk what the club wants to tell you, but he's also putting the club under the bus. He's shooting them out. So, and then after that, you're putting the guy that's basically taking over. No, no, you're not allowed to come and take pictures with the club. Well, who are you? Exactly. He thought he was bigger than the
Yeah,
club. So for me, that was regardless of how many championships, how many
I,
titles, how many
I
this, how many
will
that.
agree. I will agree with Jan that said that if it wasn't for Allegri, this team would be in 17th spot. I'm gonna agree with him. I'm gonna agree with him. Some people might disagree with me, and
I
that's
might
what it's
not say that. I might not say that far down, but yes, there will be a definitely and a lot worse shape than they are now. That's guaranteed. How bad we don't know. Napoli is just a proven point of look what happened within 1 year. Allegri is the type of coach that could change the team around now. Regardless of the fact it is what it is, it was handled bad on both sides, and it is, and it's not a problem to deal with. Our problem right now is this lineup. Oh, like Vinny said, take out Maronna, take out to pray to whoever you have to pray. Yes, it's basically gonna be a game just to make the bench shine a bit, And that's it, and I'm happy
I
with
get
it.
no. This game is important to me because I got a bet with Signora Saverio from the bar. He's
Vinny,
interista. He said
the betting is not good. Now that you bet it, what did you bet? Because I'm going
we
off of what
bet
you
a coffee and a cookie. He said
But
at the
what was the
beginning of the
bet for?
season, because he's an interista, he's like, Milan's gonna finish 15 points ahead of Inter. I'm like, okay, stop. I go, let's bet there will be 15 points difference between both teams. He says more than 15. I said less, right?
Okay.
And look, now we're more. So we need to win. If Inter loses tomorrow, I got a chance.
That's
I got
Caronia. You just gave the
a
coach
cookie and
Caronia
a
right now.
coffee is like $7 in the bar. You know,
Exactly. You
and
just get that
he told me
Caronia.
his budget is $5. So this game is important to me. But I like let me put back the starting lineup. Vinny, how about you, man? Do you like this whole of again? This is not an illusion. Terracciano. I wish Gio was it. Terracciano is starting. Terracciano is starting. How do you feel about the starting lineup?
No word of a lie. I woke up this morning and be like, Teta-chan was going to start today. And it happened. So that
Guys,
was
you know what I would have loved to see instead of Kalulu? I would actually like to see Teo. So Teo, Tomori, Tiao, Terrachan, all the T's.
oh,
That would have been nice.
I honestly would have liked to see a few more of our youth players, the under 19s. That's the only thing I like this.
But no, you know what's the problem with the under 19? Tomorrow they're playing a
Oh,
game.
gotcha.
If
Okay.
they win, they're gonna be in the playoffs. So
Mm.
Gotcha.
they
I
need
didn't know
all the
that.
players they can have. Yeah.
It makes complete
It's the last game of the season, and if they beat Torino, they're in direct competition with them. They can go into the playoff and try to win the title.
I was going to say the
Speaking
same
of
thing.
playoffs, Serie B2 is very exciting. I know Sampdoria got eliminated yesterday. Who's playing today? I think who's playing today in Serie B, guys? Do you guys know? Nah.
Oh,
Do you? Let me ask you a off question. Andon, would you have a problem with Serie A doing style of Serie B? This whole playoff kind of thing, and let me see who's playing Serie B today. Italy.
I mean,
Italy.
no big league in Europe does that. We have that kind of a
But
playoff style.
it's kind of exciting, is it not?
Is it like the Super Cup
Nah.
format? Is it?
Brescia, Catanzaro. So basically, first and second pass.
Yeah.
Third, like okay, como, but now like Catanzaro and Brescia go. Let me see. Bracket.
Venezia and
Bracket.
Palermo are playing at the other semifinal.
Venezia and Palermo are playing the other semifinal. Cremonese is already qualified, and Cremonese is going to play the winner of Catanzaro Brescia, and they make this whole those. Would you guys mind this kind of thing in Serie A? I
Yeah,
wouldn't.
because this is just for promotion. It's not for the title because the first two teams don't play that playoff. They're
Yeah.
directly because it's bad. Imagine winning like Inter now 20 points ahead of the second place and losing the title in the playoff. It's just not fair.
It would be
If
cool
for-
for the last. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Anton.
Yeah, probably for relegation. Yeah, for relegation they can have that format, but for title, no.
And relegation is quite the battle this year, right? Vinny, would you want to add?
For the last two Champions League positions, now that we've got five, top three positions automatically qualify for the Champions League.
Guys,
and if you want to go in the last two, 4 and 5, you do a little playoff.
I read.
No, everybody's
no,
automatically now. Everybody's automatic.
but guys,
There's
I
no-
read that if no matter, excuse me, how Fiorentina and Atalanta would finish in Serie A, if they win their both cups, there's 9
Six.
teams Serie A in Europe next year.
Oh,
Yep.
It's
Yeah.
it's crazy, guys. Correct me if I'm wrong. That's what I read. But
yeah,
La
5-2
Gorilla
and
is saying like yes, Oak Tree when the Inter own Zhang is clearly trying to borrow train that man with 15% interest.
But the problem is even if Atalanta wins the Europa League, they're already 15th in the league, so it doesn't change anything for them.
That's
For
what I'm
example,
saying. Like if
if
Atalanta
it
was
was
going to
Roma,
lose,
for example, yeah, they would even had six teams into the.
all right. So you guys, like, let's. You know what? We got 45 minutes, 50 minutes before game time. Davey, let me put it back. Let me put it back because I know you're gonna have some positivity to say. Where's our starting lineup? Give me a dark horse. Give me a goal scorer. And don't be that fucking negative guy that gave us a tie against Genoa that we pulled off. Thank God you're not a
So
betting
good.
man. But who do you see here?
We talked about
Terracciano scoring a goal.
my bets always come in because I know the truth about this fucking team when they're playing shit.
All right, take it easy.
Dark horse
Who's pulling the game of his life? Yeah.
Terracciano. Terracciano is
Okay.
he's gonna just go all out. I hope so. I want the kid to
Me
show
gusta.
Tiao, after all the shit this guy's been going through, man, he has to have the game of the season to put all his doubters away and the future coach to not bench him and not go out and get another defender, which we have to regardless. But anyways, that and goal scorer, I want to see Okafor Jovic get some. I need these guys to show why we got them and this and that. Yeah, I like those two. The two up front and the two in the back.
I like it. And look at Lab Gorilla. He's our betting man, right? On his
Who's there?
Milan
Who's there?
60.
Two-
70,
2-0 Milan.
70. By the way, Lab Gorilla, if there's a game in Europe, I'm going to be there in September. I'm landing in Europe. I'm landing in Dublin. I might come and see you just in case. But okay, so 2-0, say you. Okafor with a brace, says Nico. How about you, Vinny? Well, get to the each. How are you feeling?
Again, I feel good about this game. There's nothing to play for, and I feel like the starting lineup is out there to just have fun today. Yeah, I'd love Terracciano to show up and just be like, see what happened. You guys should have actually put a little bit of trust in me, or Pioli, you should have put a little bit of trust in me. But I'm thinking we can't hold a clean sheet. So it's going to be 2-1. And I have been saying, and I really do think in the core of me, that Musa has significant amount of talent to grow on this team. I've seen the things
He hasn't shown it. He hasn't shown it in the last couple of games.
I know, but there's glimpses of this really good player. And he just needs to understand, he needs to compose himself, get a little bit more relaxed into this squad, and he needs a coach that can actually give him a little bit more direction. And
Don't be surprised he goes on loan next.
and now, you know what? I'd be happy with that.
Yeah,
I-
just
yeah,
not in
alone-
20
Italy.
years
alone-
old.
I
Just
try loan,
send
not
him
option
alone.
five.
Yeah,
Yeah.
agreed. I agree with that. I said it last week or a few days ago or whatever, but he's playing he's running around like a chicken. You see that. He needs to relax.
Doesn't have direction.
Exactly. And I think he's got a lot of room for growth, and hopefully we see that next year with this new coach. So Musa is going to play a good game.
Pull Okafor to score. You know what? I'm gonna go with my dark horse. I want, like you said, Terracciano. I'm gonna say the same comments as you, Vinny. I'm gonna go. I want Okafor to say, "Hey, you didn't play me as much as you should. Look what I can do," and I've shown you. So Okafor to be the dark horse, the la stella de la partita, and yeah, I think we're winning this game. Andon, what say you, man?
Can I add
I
one
mean,
thing before I'm done?
yeah,
Can I add
Okay,
yeah,
something?
sure.
there you go.
A bit of a indigestion. I know we haven't done that in a long time, but what is this that players are already holding up the jersey of the next team they're playing when they still have 2 games to play in the season? Giroud, what is this?
Okay.
I understand he did. I understand he did what he had to do with the team,
Why you
but I
gotta
find
change
it's
the
kind of
conversation?
ridiculous. No, but
Why you
I'm
gotta
saying,
change?
like, listen.
Did you see that
Wait,
interview? Did you cry 30 minutes on YouTube?
No,
I
I
fucking
don't
cried.
cry for these things. They go for the money, bro. They have the heart and the soul in the team, but they also go for the money. What do you think this guy cares? Please, the
He
guy, he's a
cares.
good guy.
He cares.
He cares. Yes, I understand that, but in the end, have a bit of respect. Can you wait till the 2 games
Okay,
are done?
okay,
Like, I'm going here, boom,
okay.
bye. Ciao.
Andon, Giroud starting the last game at San Siro? Yes or no? Yes, of course. Right?
Yeah, of course. If even if Kyrie is healthy, he needs to start as well. At least he deserves that. It's a game with no even if they play the worst game in their life, they need to play that game. Either play them 90 minutes or give them the last 20 minutes so they can finish the game.
And if
They deserve
Giroud
both.
goes in the middle of the field and sits in the middle of the field after the game is over and does like every other player does, then I'll give him my chapeau.
Okay.
'Cause
Ace
that's
Rocky,
when you
okay.
really have the heart into it. And not a lot of Milan players did that. Bonaventura was the last one to do that.
That's true. That's true. Guys, it is 45 minutes away from game time. I'm going to hold over to Chicharo.
Before
Vinny,
we finish,
yes, go on,
we have
Yeah,
another
I gotta say
news.
something too.
Other
We
news.
have
What's
another
going on,
news.
Anda?
Yeah, for the under 23, the second team they're gonna play probably in the C League in the Serie C. Milan under 23 to play at Stadio so Beate Arena. The club is ready to invest 700,000 to renovate the stadium. So it was a problem for them to find a stadium to play in, but they finally find a solution. So the under 23, the second team, it's gonna play in the Serie C, and it's gonna help us develop a lot of players. For example, U under 23 is very close to getting promoted to Serie B, so it's gonna help us a lot, even in developing our players. Also, it's gonna help us financially to sell all those unwanted players because Juve made a ton of money of selling youngsters they cannot play. So that's another positive news. At least something good for next season.
Some positive, right? Guys, you know what? I'm going to close off this and I want a yes or no answer. Yes or no? Vinny, Allegri comes back to Milan. Yes or no?
No,
That's Andon,
No.
Davey.
Fuck no.
All right, so at least I got my answer. Vinny, where are you watching today? You're watching on Fubo Live, brought to you by Fubo.tv, the home for all things City and Canada. Where are you watching today?
you know what? I'm watching it at home today. I'm gonna relax. It's pouring rain outside, and yeah, I'm gonna just take it easy and watch it at home. But I'm just gonna say, just to ruffle some feathers, I really hope Jovic has a shit game because I don't want to keep him next year. So I hope he proves his point that he's shit. That's it. Sorry.
Okay, hey, you're entitled. You're entitled to your opinion. And on watching from home, where are you
Yeah,
watching
watching
on Macedonian TV? Cable, streaming? What's
Yeah,
going on?
it's a Balkan TV. It's on cable. It's digital TV.
Is that in English? Is it in Balkan? What's
Nah,
going-
it's in Serbian.
Serbian.
Yeah.
Hey, as long as you get to watch, this was the most important. Davey, you got the kids over there, the wife. We hear everything. You're gonna be watching live on Fubo.
I'm gonna try to watch it. Try. The key word is try, because when I have these 2 youngsters over here running around, nope. There's a reason why we don't see Tommy anymore, huh? Tommy, bro, Tommy.
Tommy's got the 2 kids, and he's out of town, and that's why. Like he's. But you know what? Maybe we're due for Tommy time during the Mercato
Oh my
season.
god, I would love to see.
It's been a while because everybody was a bidone according to him. Giroud was a bidone. Everybody was a bidone.
Yeah, you talk about me being Mr. Positivity. That Tommy is really the.
But
the
that's
Mr.
what it is.
Positivity.
You know, like when we talk about bad about Milan, where we think about other teams, when you guys are negative, I'm like, but there's always Tommy. There's always Tommy.
I miss
Guys,
Tommy's Collins.
Yes,
Tommy's
exactly.
Collins are the best.
Vinny and Don Davey, thank you very much for joining me this Monday. We're gonna do the podcast live. Fabio's gonna join me. I might be going to the States to go see my aunt for the last game of the season. I'm not sure about Patreon pregame, but you guys know what's gonna happen. Patreon, let's read the news. Those are gonna be specials during the summer because we're gonna have so much to talk about. And on that note, guys, from Winnipeg, Macedonia, Montreal, ovunque e sempre. Forza Milan.
Forza Milan.
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 Ciao.
Take care, everyone.
Ciao.